So just a quick look at what we're working with here. I have my cutaway put in onto the body here. Ease of clamping on the wrist. All the body feel is dry, sanded, it's cured. Pretty nice sand on all of it. Probably go over it one more time with the 600 grit prior to painting. But anyways, we've got to seal this first, otherwise that wood is going to just suck up all of our paint as we try to apply it. And it's going to be an inconsistent finish if we don't address this first. So let's go ahead and put some Minwax sanding sealer on it here. Walmart didn't have this, by the way, in stock. Had every other Minwax product available, I think, but except for this, it's kind of weird. Anyways, I found it at a local hardware store. Around 18 bucks, I think I paid for it for the quart. Not too bad. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and seal this and maybe get to throwing some paint on this thing today. I'm just going to do a couple coats of this. Won't need much at all, really. Brush it on. Let it sit there. Kind of put on a nice thick coat. That's the only part I really know that needs to be sealed. The rest of it, it's sort of run some in this cavity here. Didn't really go through all the seal on all these other wood places, so I'm not really worried about them. Alright, so got 2 coats down with the sealer. We're going to go ahead and give this a light sanding. We're going to see how that looks after we get done with the sanding. I kind of went ahead and just went over everything on the front here and the sides. So sand all that with the sandpaper real quick. Trying to go too deep here. Alright, so I went and grabbed my sander. And before we get started with it, I'm going to put this respirator on because you don't want to breathe this stuff in, you know. This is 220 grit. Will be good. Then we'll go back over with 400 or 600 before. Alright, so I've devised this little stand out of some scrap I had laying around. Just something quick to support this guitar while we're painting it. I have a bolt going through the body here, through the neck mount. And this should enable me to be able to turn the guitar in the stand while we're painting. It's kind of difficult to do one-handed. I've got this hole pretty tight. But anyways, that'll make us able to paint the whole thing just by rotating it around. Not really worried about the size as much. Just want to have a nice little layer of black on the front. Just going to use the black and cover over that with tape to make our seeds. We're going to let that sit and dry, and then we'll go ahead and give it a real light sand with 600 again, just to make sure it's nice and smooth before we start with it. Alright, so I've got my base coat of black on here. This thing has been a huge pain. I'm not sure what the problem is exactly, but this paint just did not want to adhere to this right. Tried, I've always used this Rustoleum, no problem with any other application until I try to do this guitar. Anyways, it's just taken several attempts to get it on there right. It's not really set all the way, but it's been drying for a while in front of the heater for probably a couple of hours now, and I'm going to go ahead and start laying this other paint on here now. Just wanted to lay this black coat on here, just a base coat. We're going to put some stickers that I cut out on the Cricut machine, made some seeds. So we're going to lay these stickers on the base coat of black and then paint over them and then remove them after the paint has set. And I've already kind of got a base green on the sides and the back, just kind of a first coat. That's our outer melon color there, and we're going to lay this green here around the edges, kind of be like a rind. And so we're going to go ahead and lay that pink first after we apply these stickers. And once we've got a couple coats of that pink on there, go ahead and remove the stickers. And then we'll do one more coat of this around the edges, kind of do this like a sunburst with it. I know a real certain way of doing this. These things are pretty small. But real watermelons have seeds in them, so we ain't about that GMO bullshit. I'll be happy with this, honestly. We should be able to manage. We're going to put down side to see it finish. This black, I don't know, man. Like I'm telling you, is this ridiculous? I've used this stuff for a long time, and I consider myself a professional with the Rustoleum spray paint can. Never had this much pro. Hoping these come up easily. Filling these empty spots. I think that'll do it. Let's go ahead and lay a coat of pink on this. This pink crackles up on me. I might have a mental breakdown. Just letting y'all know. Alright, so with my green that I'm going to do around the edges here for like a rime, I've decided to spray some of the spray paint into an HPLP high volume low pressure gun. That way I can get more of a refined pattern here. I don't want to have a bunch of overspray that you would normally get from a spray can, you know. So I'm going to take this approach. Maybe it'll work out right. Let's give it a shot and see what happens. really good. So I'd go ahead and pull these out because I don't think I would be able to wait till tomorrow. Looking pretty cool. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little white around here. It's been a couple of days since we sprayed this. I'll go ahead and add some white here, right on the inside of the green in between the pink. And then we'll go ahead and shoot another layer of the green burst. And then we'll do the dark green around the edge. Got my HVLP gun ready to go. I've been putting a little bit of that paint in the gun itself. And yeah, hopefully we can do this without messing up. We just want to go right here on the edge and give it just a little white in that area. So my air compressor kicks on, it'll be a little loud. Sorry about that. A little on the edge this side. Alright, so there's our white shot on there, and then we're going to go ahead and lay another layer of the light green over this white. Probably give this maybe 3 minutes to set. Then we'll go ahead and shoot that lime green over, and then we'll go ahead and run the dark green. So I've already got a base coat around the edge and on the bottom, and maybe go ahead and shoot some clear on this thing today too while we're at it. Be careful, I don't want to mess it up. And my problem is I usually rush when I'm painting, so slow down, take your time. go ahead and shoot our green burst around here. Tie that in a little. Alright, so now we got some of our green in here. And lay a layer of it just around the edge. So we're going to aim mainly on this part here. That way it'll kind of roll up over there just a little. Alright, so I'm pretty satisfied with this. We got our burst all the way done. It looked like a little watermelon to me, you know. I should have not placed some of these seeds so close to the edge because, you know, that's not how a melon really is. But so next time I'm going to do this. I'll probably do another one just for fun because I think this is really cool. This next time will probably come maybe 1.5 inches from the edge on replacement of these seeds. And that'll look more realistic, you know. That looks pretty cool though, you know. Let's go. Seems to be a pretty good coat. Alright, let's shoot these light green lines here along the back. Probably start on this edge here. Just run maybe one right here, and then I guess we'll probably do 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of look like a stripe on the back of the watermelon. Perfect. Alright, Alright, so here we have our lines ran. Make it look more like a real melon. This is a pretty easy part, you know, you ain't gotta get these straight or perfect or anything. Maybe could use a little more spacing over there, but man, it looks pretty neat. And go ahead and mix up some 2K clear. Get ready to shoot it. Put a light layer, probably 2 light coats. We'll do the back, then we'll do the front. Real light coats. May do this outside because that 2K, man, it comes out and it'll be just too much in here. So wish it would go ahead and warm up outside. I'm so sick of this winter already. Looking pretty good. Alright, so it's a little cold out here. So we're just going to shoot this real quick and bring this back inside. That way it can dry and cure. A little fuzzy there that decided to become part of the finish. I'm not that worried about it. Saying it ain't gonna be perfect. I don't have a professional booth or anything to work with, so make do with what you got. Go ahead and shoot a light coat on the back. Flip it over one more time in the front. Nice and glossy around the edge one more time. So there we have it. 2K clear on there. Gonna let it dry. A couple of imperfections in there, but again, I don't have a professional setup, and this paint job probably cost me about 20 bucks. So I had this 2K laying over from a pontoon boat I painted this last summer. I've used it on several things. I'll show you what I'm working with here shortly. Some good stuff. This stuff right here is Acme Finish 1. This is some great stuff. I highly recommend using it.